Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's going to be timeless in general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Whenever you find this, if you resonate with the energy and it still makes sense for you, perfectly fine. Consult your own intuition, so if you get an intuitive hit during the reading, take that into account when interpreting your reading and practice your discernment, always. Additionally, I channel in the energy of radical honesty, so if you are not here in radical self-honesty, personal responsibility, and accountability, this isn't the channel for you because I hold absolutely nothing back. With all that out of the way, I might be a little, let's put it this way. The amount of fuckery and bullshit I've been seeing, and not the usual fuckery and bullshit, not like spiritual warfare. Like, people are just saying dumbass shit. Lots of spiritual bypassing, and as I said before, when you're spiritual bypassing, you have to convince others to agree with you to convince yourself, because it's a very flimsy facade, and if you don't have other people agreeing with you, you can't hold it up yourself, and it falls. So you have to convince other people to agree with you. So you have to try and convince other people of the same bullshit you're trying to believe. I'm not just saying this because I'm seeing other people do it. I've done it in the past. I have personal experience. I am a human the same as everyone else. I'm not above anyone. I'm not don't take shit that way. I'm not dragging people in a way that I have not dragged myself. Okay? But there's a specific example lately that just, I don't know what, yeah, it's going to be relevant to the reading apparently, so we'll see how it comes forward. There's this guy, I used to watch his videos. He seemed very intelligent. I guess he is intelligent. He's just struggles in this area. But he would say, he would always stress, physics applies to the body. The body is affected by physics. We have to consider these things. The body isn't magical. It doesn't ignore the laws of physics. And then, his energy got kind of weird. He started saying weird things. So it's just you know what? I got the information I needed. I'm just going to unsubscribe and move on with my life. I saw another one of his videos recently, and all of a sudden, one, he didn't look so good. So that, when people go off the deep end like this and they start spewing bullshit, their appearance always deteriorates. And I don't mean in a way that I don't think they're attractive. I mean they look ill. They're sick or something. Seen this happen over and over when they go on bullshit and they disconnect from reality, they start to look sick. But yeah, so all of a sudden I see this dude's video and I'm like, this is kind of spicy. What's he saying? Got to make sure, I got to see what this is about. Maybe he's saying something legit. And it was bullshit on bullshit on bullshit. And all of a sudden, yeah, this is why it's coming through. All of a sudden, physics doesn't apply to feet. Feet are exempt from physics. Somehow, when it comes to feet, physics doesn't apply. We don't have to consider physics. Basic causality doesn't apply. Your feet are magical, and they can't get messed up by these things. Squeezing them in over tight shoes totally doesn't cause any issues. Physics doesn't apply to feet. And it was like, oh, okay, dude. If you want to be miserable and you want to have shitty feet that don't function because you're beholden to Bigfoot, not Bigfoot as in Sasquatch, but Bigfoot isn't Big Pharma or big. Most shoes are not designed for human feet, and they don't fit us well. They squeeze our feet in. When our feet are restricted, they get stuck together like this. You're supposed to be able to move your feet. Yeah, this is the issue. If you don't like that we're monkeys, you're not going to like me, because I love that we're monkeys, and I will not pretend we're not monkeys. Okay? And our feet, our hands, our feet. We were originally quadrupeds, and all of our feet and hands were exactly the same. Now that we've been bipedal for so long, our feet have adapted to supporting us, and our hands have freed up to manipulate things, but they're fundamentally the same structures. People hate that for some reason. They don't like that. They don't like considering that, our hands are very mobile. Our hands are supposed to be able to move. If they can't move, it causes all these issues. But you say that about feet, and all of a sudden, People are screaming Bloody Mary. It's like you have insulted them on this deepest. I don't get it. I think it's because they don't like that we're monkeys, right? They don't like acknowledging that our feet and our hands are fundamentally the same structures. Freaks people the fuck out because they want to view us as higher and above everything else. No, I mean, a lot of monkeys are bipedal too, but they still use their hands for getting around. We just don't use our hands for getting around much anymore. We can, that's like why we can climb and stuff. But again, we're primarily on our feet. But because of that, people want to be special. They don't like that we're... Because some people can't even handle that we're apes. They don't like that we're related to gorillas and orangutans and what are chimpanzees. Those are the ones we most recently split off. Chimpanzees and bonobos. We are closest related to them. But as apes are monkeys, we're still monkeys. And people fucking hate that. I don't know why. They have no issue with any other animals and how they're all related, no matter how separate they get. You know, they have no issue with canids and felids all over the fucking world and how they're related, no matter how different they get. They're all related. They understand this. They have no problem. But you dare fucking say we're the same as monkeys. It's Armageddon to them. I don't get it. Two of Swords. I don't know why, you know, you have this choice of accepting the truth, we're monkeys, that doesn't take anything away from us, or you think pretending we're not somehow makes us better, and it doesn't. But that's the choice they make. You know, it is a choice. You can accept reality, Seven of Wands, or you cannot. If you accept reality, you understand our position. Within reality, you're deeply rooted, you're deeply empowered, right? But you don't feel special and superior and like the entire universe was created just for you. And, you know, Seven of Cups reversed. There's accepting reality or maintaining unhealthy fantasy. That we are superior, that we are different, that we're not related to anything else, that we're... Some people don't even think we're fucking animals. Like, dumbasses. What really gets me is when Christians say that. Like, the Bible literally says we are beasts, and it is only our vanity that would cause us to think otherwise. Now, I don't regard holy books as any sort of grand wisdom. They're mostly bullshit, but it's like, you revere this book and it tells you you're an animal and you won't listen to it? Like, come on now, you know better. They know what they're doing. They're not delusional, but for some reason they just can't fucking handle that we're monkeys. I don't know why. Like, I'm mostly spitballing when I say, and some, you know, I understand some of it, right? Like, but I don't understand the deepest issue people have. I can't comprehend it. Because the first time I saw a fucking monkey in person, I knew we were related. I was like 3 or 4. We had exactly the same hands. Our feet were pretty much the same. We have exactly the same ears. Our faces. Human children look like monkeys. There's a reason so many people call their children monkey as a term of endearment. We look like them because we are them. It's not as obvious when we're older. But human children look exactly like monkeys. I don't know how it is so hard for people to grasp. But I don't know why this message is coming through so hard. It started with that... Yeah, I was talking about that... Are feet still relevant here? No. That was just the jumping off point to get us here. But, oh my god, he was saying just some bullshit. I don't know why he was doing that, but he's not the only person I've been seeing say bullshit. That was just the example I was told to use because people can't accept that we're fucking monkeys. 4 of Cups. The Spirit, you know how in 4 cups it's like there's the 3 cups on the ground and then Spirit's bringing a 4th cup and they're like, I don't want to. It's like Spirit's like, okay, Here's how you're connected to everything else. Nope. Here's how you're connected to everything else. Nope. Here's how you're connected to everything else. Nope. Here's how you're connected to everything else. And this fourth time, when you say nope, Spirit, I'm going to say exactly what I'm hearing. Spirit's going to bitch slap your ass. Knock you the fuck out. You might lose a tooth. Spirit's fucking fed up with you. Why are you denying reality? Why are you pretending you're superior to everything? You know, oh, Five of Cups, you're so fucking obsessed with this idea of that you are superior, you know? And here's another thing. These people who talk about fucking ego death are the most egotistical motherfuckers I've ever experienced. If someone says they have experienced ego death, run. Those fuckers are so disproportionately overinflated, egotistic assholes. Every single one of them, without fail. All of they're pretending that they're beyond that. It's a facade. It is an extremely egotistical position to think that you have transcended your ego. First of all, egos are not bad. When they are in healthy balance, they are good things. But ego death is not good. You should not lose your ego. And not only that, people don't lose their... Actually, some people do. But the people who actually lose their ego are the people who have been so beaten down and abused. Enlightenment is not losing your ego. It's not. And everyone who says that is a fucking piece of shit, egotistical asshole. I have not encountered one who wasn't. They are all so fucking smug. And Spirit's fed up with this shit. Like, you're denying how things happened, right? And you understand that when we say Spirit, we're talking about the conscious aspect of the universe. Causality is real. Reality happened the way it did. The universe is as old as it is. Causality has happened the way it has. We know we've evolved. We know how this planet formed from this, from our within our solar system, and how another planetary object hit Earth, and now part of it's inside of us, and part of the debris it created formed the moon. Like, we know all this. To deny this is to deny Spirit. You're saying to the universe, fuck you, fuck what you did, what I want is more important. That kind of disrespect doesn't fly. Spirit's been very fucking patient with people, and Spirit's done. Okay, I've been feeling this energy ramping up. We're done. Everyone, it's fucking done. Sort your shit, or you're gonna get your ass beat, and rightfully so. I'm not yelling at y'all mostly. I'm yelling at the dumbasses who I'm complaining about. But I mean, hey, hit dogs holler, so if this is offending you, that's something to work on. Eight of Wands, we're no longer stopping the game to try and get you to convince it. You either accept that you're a fucking monkey or you get run over. Spirit is not stopping the cycles because you are so overbloated, egotistically driven that you can't accept, intuitive ear ring, strong one. If you can't fucking accept your place in this world, fuck you. That's your problem. Spirit. Okay. The Fool reversed. If you can't push yourself, if you can't step off that cliff, a bulldozer is about to shove you off it. So either step into life, step into the real world, live in reality, or you're going to be pushed into it, and it's not going to be comfortable. It's not just going to feel like shit. You're probably going to get banged up in the process. And Spirit's going to let you get tumbled forevermore if you don't sort your shit. You can always sort your shit. You're not destined to sit there. But if you're going to sit there in this Four of Cups energy and just stew and stew, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't want this, I don't want this. You're just going to... Spirit's not going to hold back until you decide you like it. The way Spirit has been, you know. That's not happening anymore. That's not the energy we're in. I've been saying, like, all this internal alchemy that's coming on, that's happening this year, the lessons we've been getting, that started like at the end of last year with that Mercury retrograde, and ever since then it's just been lessons on lessons on lessons. It's been getting harder and harder. Everyone's been getting their ass kicked, and Spirit's saying it's about to get so real. You think these lessons we've been getting are real? Just you fucking wait. It's gonna fucking suck, and it will suck 10,000 times worse if you can't accept reality. Stop running from reality. You're a fucking monkey, babe. We all are. This is literally the Planet of the Apes already. Okay? Knight of Cups. Yeah, and this isn't like Spirit's not coming forth in reality to cause harm. It's coming forward in reality. It's just like, this is the way things have to be, and we can't play gentle anymore just because you don't like it. We have to resume reality, because when you hold yourself back, you're not only holding yourself back, this is a saying I love. It's not a saying, but it's something I say. Anyways, our beliefs inform our actions have consequences. So whatever we do, we are affecting those around us as well. If we are stubbornly sitting there, refusing to accept the truth and move on and learn and grow, we are affecting those around us too. You're not just self-harming. You're hurting others around you by not living in reality. Everyone benefits when we all live in reality. But if you have this, frankly, childish perception that life is all sunshine and rainbows, it's only pleasure, there's no discomfort ever, and if you experience discomfort, it's evil, and your ego's bad, and all this bullshit, two coins. You can't live like that. You have to get into life. You have to juggle life. We can't stop. We wish life could stop, because a lot of us were so overwhelmed in the past, and or are now, because our society's set up to keep us overwhelmed so we can't function, so we don't notice how much they're fucking us over constantly. When I say they, I mean, well, mostly rich people, right? Our society is not set up to benefit people. Well, it is. It's set up to benefit the top 1%. And it's set up to fuck everyone else over. Not only because they have more wealth if they extract all of our wealth from us, but also because they are sick in the head and they can't feel accomplished unless other people are down in the dirt. If everyone was doing well, they wouldn't feel like they were doing well, because they're sick. Don't fall for their sickness. Don't do this shit. Spirit's not going easy on anyone anymore. Page of Cups. So either get your ass in gear, start living in reality, start dealing with your feelings. If hearing that you're a monkey makes you uncomfortable, work on that. Why is it so incomprehensible to you that you are a monkey who evolved, and that through that evolution, through our history, through our ancestry, through the evolution of the universe as a whole, we developed more and more consciousness and ability, and we are able to do the things we're able to do because of that. People want to pretend it's the opposite, that consciousness came first and everything else follows that, and it's all an illusion. No! Consciousness is new on the scene. That's why it thinks it's the only one, because it doesn't. That's why our unconscious is so much more powerful than our conscious mind, because our conscious mind is emergent from, not the other way around. You are actually in this deeply sickly egotistical headspace if you think my perception of the world is what's real and the world isn't. Like, fuck you, for real. Spirit! That is so disrespectful to the actual building blocks of who and what we are. That's like I was saying, with these people who think they have the fucking ego death are the most egotistical motherfuckers I have ever encountered in my life. And I grew up with multiple narcissistic people. One of which was a full psychopath or I don't know which one, but deeply fucked up person. But every one of them had at least narcissistic tendencies. I grew up with people like this, and they are less egotistical than these ego death fuckers. They are so self-absorbed. And that's why they're putting these messages out, and they're telling you can have an ego death too. You just have to listen to me. I'm so wise. Like, it's a cult. It's a cult. This is not. These people are using you for their own selfish, ironically enough, egotistical gain. Knight of Pentacles reversed. There's no value in this idea of ego death. There's none. It hurts you to try and kill your ego. This is a pretty extreme example, but I keep hearing it over and over, so I'm finally going to fucking say it. The reason... I almost said Marilyn. Not him. What the fuck is that dude's first name? The cult leader who had it... He didn't actually do anything directly, but he got charged with murder because he was, let's be real, directly, causally responsible for his cult killing those people. Something Manson. Why the fuck can I not remember his first name? But the reason he broke those people in the way he did, he destroyed their egos. That's why he was able to make them do whatever he wanted without shame. Because they had no egos, because he destroyed them intentionally. If you know how he did that, I'm not going to say it here because it's horrible, but if you know how he did that, you would see immediately how viciously evil and vile this pursuit of destroying the ego always is. Always is. If your intentions are good with it, that's because you've been fooled. And yeah, your heart's in the right place, but that doesn't mean you're not doing the wrong thing. That doesn't mean you're not hurting yourself by trying to kill your ego. That you're not hurting others by telling them they should kill their egos. That this isn't a fruitless endeavor that none of you should be searching for. You can't completely kill your ego. First of all, it will always come back eventually. And if you manage to keep it dead enough that you can act without shame whatsoever, when it does come back, you are going to want to kill yourself because you're not going to be able to live with what you did. High Priestess reversed and 10 of Cups. Not knowing, not realizing what you've done propagates the fantasy of the 10 of Cups, but the moment it wakes back up, you realize. So be fucking for real with yourself. I have seen so much fuck shit lately. I said that earlier, but I gotta say it again. So much bullshit from people. So much spiritual... I've had to stop watching several readers because they just started saying fucked up shit, dangerous shit that has lifelong consequences if it doesn't kill you, right? Because this one dude, he was speaking positively about something that regularly kills people, literally, not like slowly ruins your life, ends up you dying early. Like, no, like, common complication of this thing he was speaking positively of is death. And even if no one died from it, it still wasn't good for them. Like, I couldn't believe what he was saying. I was literally shocked. But his heart, his heart was in the right place. That's what's really getting me. That's what's really getting my fucking goat here. Is so many people, they mean well, but they're saying dumb shit that's so fucking harmful. And Spirit's is not dealing with that energy anymore. Everyone's been feeling it. Everyone. I've been seeing so many other people saying it. The readers who haven't been going, kamikaze into this fucking spiritual bypassing where they decide that reality isn't real and they need to pretend it's not real. And, some people, they're going, I don't know. Okay, any last messages, Spirit? Three of Pentacles reversed. It's a fruitless endeavor. Knight of Swords. So run the fuck away from it. Get away from this path that you're on with the swiftness. You're gonna know what that path is because, yeah, another eight of Pentacles. Spirit's been doing the work. You're gonna know for sure. You've been getting messages. You know not to do this. Whatever it is for you specifically, run away from it. Okay. Hope this reading resonated and was helpful. If it did resonate and was helpful, please like the video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more readings from me in the future. Alright, bye guys, and good luck.